Hello traders and welcome to 5 Minute Alpha, where we are going to be going over a quick way you can use TradingView to get position data for Bitfinex, for Luna, or really any other token that trades on Bitfinex. So in order to get this set up before we go into the strategy of it, if you hit / on TradingView, which is also the question mark, and then you type in Bitfinex open interest, this is the indicator right here. It's the this one. And then within this indicator, I changed it to have two of them, and I changed the settings so that it looks like Luna. One is longs, and then the other is shorts right below it. I changed the styles to look like that. So that's how I came up with this. But really the only position data that you are going to get from a cryptocurrency exchange on TradingView is from Bitfinex margin data. So this is those who either borrowed Luna to short or borrowed USD to go leverage long. And essentially what I found with this, and the reason I wanted to make a video on it for quick little alpha, is people have probably been making the worst trades known to man. Just looking at this here. Looking at whenever longs were adding, shorts were exiting, yada yada, really people are making the absolute worst trades, and counter trading has not been hard at all for me. So a quick example of that, first of all, before we go a little bit farther, I was actually able to short when I saw that a lot of people were buying Luna right here for some reason. I was able to short, and Luna looks pretty bearish right now. We'll see though. But let's go look at some 5-minute and eventually 1 hour data. So first of all, as you can see here, let's go look at some of this. Of course, traders don't always get it wrong, but they typically do. You can see here that a large short did enter. And yeah, this does look like it would have been a decent spot to enter. They entered right here on that candle. But actually, this probably wouldn't have been a terrible place to buy to begin thinking about buying, because what ended up happening is this short, it could have been the same short or a group of shorts, actually got obliterated right here on this candle. And it was just pretty clean. You could see that really they were adding shorts here. Longs were adding too, yeah. But then here's basically what happened, guys. Let's go over a rundown of this little move to illustrate how this strategy works. Typically, you want to trade opposite of these people. When shorts enter, I tend to long. When shorts exit, I tend to short. When longs enter, I tend to short. When longs enter, I tend to short. When longs exit, I tend to long. Longs added here and then just ditched their positions at a lower price right here. For whatever reason, a large short entered here and then just ditched his position right here. This looks so likely. Like what happened was that, where is it? What looks very likely what happened is a trader went short here and then put their stop loss like right here. As you could probably see, their stop loss got triggered and forced out their position with a large loss. So taking advantage of this wouldn't have been that hard, to be honest. Just shorting on all of this upward volatility on Luna would have gotten you really a phenomenal price. Because these pop-ups on Luna, almost always what I've noticed is it's shorts getting obliterated. And it just has been such easy trades, to be honest. Like, it happened again here. Really, every time that we see a large short exit, the market just goes lower. I mean, it's not exactly rocket science. It's like the market will go up to try to hurt as many people as possible, as you know. It did so here again. It went right up to the very top. This short exited and then price fell. This is kind of the way that things go. And on the 1 hour, it's actually been even more predictable. So let's go to that. I do have to say, though, trading Luna is incredibly dangerous and probably not the best idea because of the volatility, whether you're long or short. But this can be an indicator that can give you perhaps a bit of an edge if you do decide to do that. So some spots where people made the absolute worst decision. I mean, look again here. This is a pretty large long actually exiting. It's on the 1 hour, but this is quite large. A large long exited right at the bottom here, and then a large long entered right at the top here. Really, it seems like these Bitfinex Luna traders have absolutely no idea what they're doing. Seriously. And for those who are looking to go long or short on Luna, I did some research before this video, and the exchanges that do offer futures on that are Uobi, Gate.io, and Bitfinex. So those three exchanges do allow shorting of Luna, although it is very risky, of course. because of the volatility of it. Here was another, like, I saw a bunch of longs just entering here, just way too many longs entering. And then what happened after all these longs entered? Yeah, price went down quite a large amount. Now you might be saying, well, also shorts entered here too, didn't they? They did, but there were just many more longs entering Luna than there were shorts, which meant that there was a lot more liquidation and margin call potential lower because of the amount of longs entering. So a lot more liquidity to the lower. Even if this looks like, in the grand scheme, actually this was a pretty terrible place to buy too. Buying more here, it just fell apart. And then one long, I guess, or a few longs got lucky buying here, but 90% probably like lost money. And actually, the most shorts that entered, sadly again, was around here, right at like direct market bottom. Here was decent to enter short, but like it just shows that just how many traders are just reacting to the market instead of placing orders and using actual analysis. It seems just like many traders are just going, especially with Luna, like just getting destroyed all over and making very, very strange trades. So again, I'll show you guys in the 5 minute because I want to keep this video under 5 minutes, but I probably won't, to be honest. Some other points that have offered good alpha here as well. Although this was actually shorts and longs entering, as you can see here. So probably not too much alpha there, but yeah, right here, I'd say. This was interesting too. Lots of longs entering here and here. Although a lot of shorts did exit at a decent price, for sure. Let me see another, where was another point that I wanted to show? Oh yeah, here. After, it went below 1 penny, something's interesting that happened. Let me see here. Oh yeah, this one I wanted to show. This one was kind of sad. So typically when you use this indicator, if you already know sentiment theory and how to gauge a crowd, what you're also going to probably need to know is that typically shorts entering is more bearish than longs exiting. Sorry. Shorts exiting is more bullish than longs exiting. You might say, well, Bennett, they're both selling, right? They're both selling. What's the difference? Well, shorts initiating a position provides liquidity to the upside because when that short closes a position, they will have to buy. Someone who just exited a long has already sold. They don't need to buy. They're back to neutral. So if you're looking at two different signals, let's say you see what we're looking at right here. We see a bunch of longs that definitely did exit right here, and we see a bunch of shorts that entered right here. What would be the stronger sign? Well, it would probably be a better idea to trade against the open positions. The open positions being shorts that are adding, right there. And had you done that and take advantage of these shorts, really entering at an unfavorable price for them, price absolutely destroyed them. Obliterated them. A lot of shorts entered right at the market bottom, and then the market went up 2,500%. So whenever you see just a bunch of shorts entering, like here, even here, weirdly enough, this still would have provided, if you had survived, which would have been tough, this still provided a decent pump from that price too. It's just all these shorts entering, it became crowded, and it became quite easy for the market to rise, as you can see here. And then for some reason, actually, this is a perfect place to end the video because this is just like super clean, basically. Look what happened after price pumped up a bunch on Luna right here. What we see is overall, longs are doing everything. They're just opening, closing, blah, blah, blah. But I see a lot of longs opening here. I would definitely say there were more longs opening here. More longs opening here, as you can see, than there were longs closing. But there were a bunch of shorts closing. So when you see a bunch of shorts closing and then longs opening, not a good sign. And a lot of volume and a lot of wicks to the upside. It's a recipe for disaster. Price is probably going to fall. The price did fall, of course. But yeah, you can see just lots of, ways to pick off traders like this. Large long entering, shorts exiting, pretty good signal to short. This also works for other coins as well. But the reason I wanted to just focus on Luna is For better or worse, I would say the absolute worst traders and most reactive traders are futures traders on Luna right now. And I think that retail crowd is pretty easy to take advantage of. Clearly, what's happening is people are just seeing momentum and then buying at really weird places, and then seeing downward momentum and just thinking it's going to die the next second, which of course is probably not going to happen. And then they all short en masse, and you can just see time and time again just people getting absolutely slaughtered. And taking the opposite of these trades with proper risk management over a long series of time, probably pretty profitable. And that's something that I've seen in the last few trades of mine, especially in the last one, which I will bring you guys back to here. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm perfectly happy in my short right now. Yeah. Ooh, wait, what happened to volume? Volume got a little weird. There you go. I'm perfectly happy in my short right now. This to me looks quite bearish, but of course it depends on what Bitcoin does, because if Bitcoin pumps, then Luna might have a little bit of an uptick as well. But to me, Luna looks like there's a lot of liquidity to tap to the downside, and if price begins coming down, it's probably going to cascade with stop losses, liquidation, and margin calls, and then you're probably going to see something happen like longs trying to enter as price goes here, and then them just getting obliterated. If I see longs entering, then adding to my short probably might not be a terrible idea. That's going to do it for this video. I found Bitfinex margin data to be very, very helpful. It's a completely free indicator. You don't even need to have premium trading view to do this. It's all free. So you can go use it now and begin making trades or just begin making analysis on Luna and other cryptocurrencies. Happy trading.